Welcome to the Life Lounge Show with Rev Manuel.
Merry Christmas. So Christmas is here with us again. Time to connect, a time to love. Of course, naturally, emotions are heightened. Are we connecting enough? And today we're actually having a man's conversation. Today is men's only, and I think the women should gather around and come and pick a few apart here and there. I'm doing this with Pastor Prince, and you're welcome once again.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, and we're looking at being present in the time of Christmas. And I wanted to skew down to men, in the world of men, where we are, as it were, the world expects us to be present physically, emotionally, sexually, spiritually, all around, as family men. Let's keep it further, into family. Are we present enough? Are we doing it the right way? Especially in a season like this, where the women expect us to really, really put everything aside and really be around.
So, if the expectation is this, it's not wrong. It's a right expectation that we should have it as people. Christmas is a time where we celebrate each other, we celebrate times together, families come together. So obviously, they want you to be there in all these three fronts: physically, emotionally, spiritually, every part of it, and even financially, everywhere, so that everything can be that celebration that we are all looking up for. But men are wired differently, and if you look at how society is changing, roles keep changing. If society changes and we don't change, institutions get affected, and celebrations, everything gets affected. So if you were living in Ghana in 1950, where the population of Ghana was 5 million, the per capita land use, when we share the land in Ghana, every one person will have 2 acres and 2 plots.
Okay.
Now we are 34 million. Yeah. Everybody is having just 2 plots.
Wow.
By the time we are 60 million, you don't even have a quarter plot. So society keeps changing. So the way we build houses in 1950, it has changed. Now, if you go to East Legon, the trending thing is that people are building on half plots. And they build 4-bedroom on a half plot. The same building I'm living in. And I have space to park about 5 to 6 cars.
So that means it's going up now. We're actually building upwards now. The bedrooms are going up. I think
because
stories now as family homes now. It wasn't the case before.
No, yeah, because the capital land use have changed. Yeah, so the space in the air,
we have to utilize space.
We have to now share the airspace. So that is why things are changing with family life. When we started, the man will go to work, the woman takes care of children, the home is arranged in 6 order. The woman will not be too tired, the man will not be too tired, and intimacy can be guaranteed. Now, I wake up in the morning, I'm doing a business, I come and record podcast, I go to TV, I go for another meeting, my wife is on the meeting here, this person. When we come home, everybody is completely tired. So the arrangement of how intimacy should look like should even be re-looked at.
Is it possible to re-look at it in a different way?
No, but the point is that it's possible because the roles have changed. The woman is now working 8 to 5. You are doing 8 to 5. Mm-hmm. You understand? The woman, her society calculation, if she refused to cook, we say she's a bad woman. If she refused to do certain things, but all of you, and I can really promise you that some of the women are even working harder than men because of the workplaces that they are. If you are in a government office and your wife is sitting in a bank owned by a Nigerian with KPIs, she'll come home emotionally, physically drained. Yeah. And the aspect of the things you're expecting from the person, you won't even get it. As men, we are also going to reinforce problems of society expectations in a time where the man is trapped in a traffic for hours, have to deliver results, you have to be seen as a man and all that. And the way we are wired, for a man to get results, God gave men ego. Mm-hmm. And the ego part of every man is supposed to tell you that if you don't do this, you are not man enough, to encourage you to do more. If that thing is not trained well, it affects the man being present and is not present.
Okay.
Because we are coming home, our expectation as men is that if I wake up, if I'm able to take care of my children, if I'm able to take care of my home, I feel very fulfilled. If for some strange reasons, something is pulling me not to meet these needs, the person can be physically present and mentally not present. For other reasons, if all this that we have spoken about is not looked at very well, that is why our earlier conversation about people having side chicken, they use some of these excuses to build those relationships. Because society has changed, rules have changed, but people are static with their rules. The side chick is not going to work. She's not tired. She doesn't have a baby to take care of. She has not given birth for her belly to become big. She's still looking like when you met your wife and you were running around as concubines. And she's maintaining all the originality. Your mind should migrate you from the fact that the processes is changing and you have to change to meet your wife. If you met her and you have not married her and he was your concubine, you still be enjoying the original versions.
Yeah.
But you graduated because you want to be called a father. You graduated because in as much as you are there wanting to have fun in life as a man, you have also programmed in your mind that you are growing. And when you grow, there are certain things you need help. And the help is guaranteed through the children you bring up. So everybody, every decision as a man, we know it from our world, that we operate in a very logical way. So even when we are home and you want us to feel present, you have to work on the mind of the man to be present. If the home is not structured in a way that will capture the man to be present, they can show up, but they will not be present.
All right. So we get the problem now. Societal demands, of course, work demands, economic demands, of course, is changing the way family is being done now. All right. So when we know that, of course, while men are being taken away from family because of all these work and all these, economic reasons. Now, of course, it sort of justifies why family is going down that way. But can we look at how to make it better? Because love is love. Intimacy is intimacy. Once you are in love with somebody, once you love your family, that feeling, those things never changed. This is how God made us. We fall in love. We feel so good when we are loved back. So it's like, if we don't try to live life the way it's supposed to be done, life will live us. In that, of course, nowadays, everybody must work. So it's kind of having an effect on family. So as men, now, as we prepare for Christmas, to really, really do the Christmas, what then do you think we should do? Personally, I'm thinking that, okay, if we just sit back, Christmas will just pass us by. If you're not careful, we'll not even order anything. In fact, we may just order pizza at home and sit home. But if you want to make it better, then it means we have to put in extra effort. Some things must be sacrificed.
And I want to, deviate from the conversation a bit. You know how we are brought up also reflect the way we do our celebration?
Most definitely.
Okay. So in my world, growing up, I didn't see anything called birthday celebration. You just tell your birthday, and my family will not even remember it at all. My father is a busy man.
As a guy among girls, or because the girls are really treated better.
My family, when I was the last born, by the time I grew up, everybody was gone. My father, they don't even have, it's not part of the way they were also brought up. You understand? I come to marry, and my wife lived with a father who will go to a big girl's way and celebrate her birthday. And they can remember their birthday from the beginning of the year to the end of the year.
Yeah.
And me, I can be working on my birthday and I've forgotten about it.
But you yourself, you forgot your own birthday.
My own birthday.
So how somebody remember it for you?
So we are wired, if you are wired in a home where Christmas was seen at that brings people together, they're able to plan it well, and everybody, it's well executed as a process. You are blessed. You understand? If you are not wired that way, that is why we learn. Yeah. Yes, you learn to be better. A lot of the things I'm doing now, I don't think my father did when he got married to my mom.
Yeah. So you're changing the way family...
I'm more closer to my children. Every blessed day of their life, I drive them to school and I drive them back home.
Right.
I take them, they tell me what they want. I drive them to the restaurant and I buy for them. They will tell me the more they want to visit. I never saw my dad
do that.
You understand?
So you have changed it. You are putting that effort to change the way family, your dad did family.
I changed it maybe because of my exposure. So men, exposure is very important for us.
Okay.
If you're a man, make it a point by yourself to be exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're not brought up that way,
Yeah.
but get exposure. I learned it when I traveled very early to the UK when I was, I think, 23 or 24 years, and I was there. I look at how white people marry their wives. You see them working together, they go to shopping together. And I can tell you, for the last 10 years I've been married, until maybe I've traveled, I'm not in town or something, I've driven with my wife in one car every day, although we might have more than one car at every particular time. Even when we come to town, we can park one car in Movenpick and drive one home. You know, because we are going to spend 2 hours in traffic to get to the house, and everybody is sitting in one car, and we are talking on phone or what? Because our family bonding times have changed. Christmas, that's why I tell you, when changes come, you have to be a bit smarter to know that changes have come, and this is how we have to do the alteration to make this one look better. Because those times, even when I got to Accra about more than 18 years ago, I don't think there was traffic in Accra as we used to have it now.
Yes.
You won't be in traffic for 3-4 hours to get home. In places in Accra where people are staying, they have traffic-prone areas like your Kaswa, your Amasaman, your Adenta, Dodowa stretch, and all that. Somebody can be in traffic for 4 hours to get home. And in that 4 hours, if you are driving in a car, you have all come to town with your spouse. She's working in town, you are working in town, and everybody moves a car and come and hit in the traffic for 4 hours. That 4 hours, you could have been in one of the car, park one in town, and you have 4 hours of bonding time. That also helps out with our Christmas. Yeah. So that the mindset for everything that we are doing in Christmas, men should plan it because women want it.
Right. I love this. So let me, while you're talking, I've put the points together. Let me just put them out there just so that we can learn them. So you are physically present, and physically present being that you have the option of driving different cars with your wife, and it's a very good excuse. But you decide to park one and drive one with her so that two of you are in the same place at the same time. Now that's also quality time.
Yes.
You see, so
now quality time has really been defined. We have redefined quality time.
Yes, it's same quality time here.
People have to redefine things.
Excellent. So that is special effort you have put in, because another man will just say, "We are busy. Come on, take this car and go. We'll meet at home." That's another man who is laid back. So there's no room for laziness when it comes to being present.
You have to be deliberate.
You have to be deliberate, intentional. I think that's the word. You have to be intentional about it.
Have to go into it.
Yeah, and then you are sensitive to your family. You know she needs it.
Fix it.
Yeah, you know she needs it. You know she needs you to be there. She needs you to be there. I mean, present. And so it's also important that in as much as men are logical, of course, it makes sense that you pick the car and take the lead. Don't, you know, it makes sense logically. But when you now wear the emotional shoes, you know that no, if you do that, your wife may not be too happy. So men learning to be sensitive to their partner is also key.
No, but the point is even this. Being present alone is not even the final part of the equation. Being present and participating.
Well, we've added another one to it. So being present and then participating. Okay? Because you can be present, but there's no conversation going on.
But you can be present and sitting and watching TV. Watching your football.
Yeah.
And Manchester have scored 5. And your wife is not interested in Manchester's goal.
Yes.
All she's interested is like, I'm just cutting some tomatoes in the kitchen. Can you just hit this one for me? And that's the whole world of the person. He doesn't care your presence, sitting at the home and playing your PS5 or whatever.
Yeah. These guys, not even the football. I don't hear much of the football. The TikTok. The man is also busily scrolling. The wife is busy. We are all busy on TikTok.
And so they are present, but everybody is sitting in a different world. They are physically just there.
Yeah.
You know, so I was told by my pastor, Reverend Albert Okran is my senior pastor, and the wife was telling us how they created a family bond. When they come on the dining table, nobody brings phone.
Excellent.
There are ground rules. You don't bring a phone there. Put your phone in your room. Here is a dining table. We are eating and we are talking. So if we don't become intentional, the intentionality. If Christmas, it's not how plenty things you buy. Sometimes the misconception men have is that women want so many things. No, it's not about this. Sometimes they need so little, so present, and so happy. You know, it's not that. Why is it that somebody can buy a car for the girlfriend and the car will cost like maybe a 200,000? Somebody will buy fuel for 1,000 Ghana cedis and go and sleep with that girl.
Yeah.
Have you, I mean, so it's not the size of it, it's the intentionality and how they feel that thing connects. So to the woman, yes, the car is big. But if I wake up and a friend is calling me as Sakomodo and I can't move that car to Sakomodo, the whole car is useless for the person. That time, 1,000 of a fuel is the whole world to the person. And you couldn't connect. You thought you had bought a car for 200,000. Yeah. So you have done the yeoman's job. And we all as men, these things really happen to us. Sometimes we are too quick. We want to create properties. So we ignore simple things like birthdays. And if you are not trained like that, that's what I'm saying. It becomes a big of a challenge. Because some of the things, I don't see them as like anything at all. But it's so heavy for my wife and the children. You have no idea.
The women just love
like PTA, like children's day in
it's
school.
It's not a big deal for men, not at all. Like, what is it, PTA? What do you call now? But it's not a big deal for
those who are raised with it, it's a whole world for them.
Yeah, that's true.
They think that's where they connect with children. They give their children confidence among their friends and all that. They will interpret it very well. But if you're not coming from there, then you need to learn. Then you need to be intentional. Then you need to accept. In fact, the first step is to accepting that you have that weakness and you don't have that strength and you were not trained that way. Then you begin to see yourself in a different light. If I'm with you and you went to the Ivy League schools in Accra, your GIS and whatever, there are things you will do. There are places you will know. There are opportunities you'll be exposed to that I won't be if I'm coming from a village. If I come to Accra and I want to operate at the same level as you, I have to be intentional. When I came to University of Ghana, that was my first time coming to Accra to stay permanent. One of the things I did was that I saw that I had challenges going to some spaces, like your Golden Tulip Den and those big places. If I go there, I don't have the confidence to go there because I'm coming from a town. So the intentionality thing was that I told myself every Saturday, I would take trotro from University of Ghana to Golden Tulip and buy myself coffee. I didn't like coffee at all. But I saw rich men and big men were taking coffee. So I have to be a coffee drinker. I mean, to sit there to understand even the rationale behind drinking a bitter substance and smiling about it. You understand?
Yeah.
I was intentional. I did it out of that. I have some great men in town as friends because they consistently saw me there and they thought I was some big boy coming from somewhere. And I'll buy my foes, only low and high, and I'll press it very well. And go and sit there and buy my coffee. It was intentional. I told myself, if my wife would be here, I can go for a program at National Theatre. When I want to, we are across the road to Movenpick. And my wife asked why. I say, when there's an accident at Movenpick, your insurance is different from National Theatre. I'm very intentional.
That's right.
That's
great. Let me reiterate something. In order for us to connect well this Christmas, when it's family time, no phones. It's a very good rule because you see, the phone now has become the number one killer of family life.
Even on bed.
Yeah, before we sleep. I put something up the other time. That if the phone is the last thing you look at before you sleep, your marriage is as good as dead. And many people say, hey, their mind is dead. And of course, everybody's on there and they fall asleep with it. And there's a human being there by you.
And sometimes they won't even talk. And they have gone through the whole day with emotions. And the funny aspect is that if you don't take care, because of the phone, you'll be chatting with somebody, pouring your emotions and your affection on them.
And your spouse is
right there. And you are developing a problem out of your handset.
So phone time, family time, no phones.
All the problems men generate.
Yeah.
You can be a pastor. You can be who? You are a man before God calls you. Don't become too rigid with it. Yes. Everything, sometimes they start very harmless. With how are you? How was your day? And I'm just checking on you. If you check on a woman 3 times, it sounds different in their ears than what when you tell a man.
Yeah.
You understand? Definitely. So as men, some of the things, we even started very harmless. And if you don't control these handsets that we are holding, most problems have been created through it.
Yeah.
He put a picture there, you go and like it. He write a Facebook post, you go and comment. And a woman, if you are trailing a woman 1 or 2, 3 platforms, the subconscious mind of her thinks that this man likes me.
Yeah.
And it will graduate from one level to another because you are programming her for that.
For that.
And so you don't necessarily have to tell a woman, I love you to sleep with her.
Yeah.
No. When the atmosphere is created, people can have sex without telling each other, I love you.
Excellent. So talking about atmosphere, so we'll quickly get into the emotional connection. So for many couples, I mean, they're so emotionally disconnected that we don't even remember the last time we told our wives, I love you. We have not hugged in a very long time. We have not kissed in a very long time. In fact, we are there.
There's one Nigerian joke. The woman went to the pastor and said that, Papa, I want to divorce my husband. And they said, what's the problem? I say, we've been married for 25 years. He's not even to tell me that, and she loves me, and all that. The man was sitting down very quiet. So the pastor asked him, okay, what's the issue now? I said, when I was marrying her that day at the podium, I told her I love you. I want to marry you to death do us part. I have not changed my mind. That's why I have not said anything. I have not changed my mind.
That is so unromantic. Women don't like that. So I always say that, fine, I mean, let's start from little things. Holding of hands. You know, those things bring bonding.
No, but when we marry, seriously, we can easily ignore each other.
Well, it happens. It's happening to a lot of people.
I'm telling you.
I get that a lot. So when people say they want to rebond again, I say, you don't know that holding hands, holding hands begins to establish.
Even when you are praying together, if I'm praying in the house together we used to sit and be praying. It gets to a time I just hold a hand and say, let's take a walk and just do it. Just holding hands a little, because Charlie, the issues of life are plenty.
Yeah.
And now it can make you leave and you are disconnected.
That's right.
So we need to really do the little things as you are saying.
Little things.
Holding of hands.
Hugs and holding on. We have to understand that when we touch, once touch comes in, there's a chemical that's released in our minds, oxytocin, and that's what helps with the bonding. So just these little things. Holding hands, hugging, take a walk together. These things. We have to be intentional. And that's how you will feel it.
And the aspect that is so deceiving as men that we have to take it, even the Christmas season, is that if you don't take care and you think it has become boring, it has become anything, we are growing apart. You go to court, one of the big things they say, we have grown apart.
Yeah, you've grown apart, yeah.
How do you grow apart? Because we make issues of life become the center stage. Yeah. Children have come in. We used to sleep together. Now I have some 10-month baby. It's 1 year in 2 weeks. If she wants to sleep, she sleep in between us and punching everybody. So I run away and go and find a place to sleep. Children will come in. They have their room. Yeah. I have a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old. They have their room. They will never sleep there. So I had to have another bed in my bedroom for them. Yeah. So you need to now trying to even navigate how you be intimate with your wife.
With your wife, yeah.
But you have to.
Oh, yeah, you have to be intentional about it.
Because if you don't, it will shock you that you can be in a house for your wife for 1 year and can count the number of sex you have had.
Oh, yeah, it's possible.
If you don't take care.
It's happening to many couples. And that's how people begin to live apart before they know. We don't love each other again. But love just matured. We didn't know how to keep the fire burning.
That's how, as men in our psyche, we should begin to we should be intentional to court them. Because sometimes if pressure comes too much, Charlie, we are problem solvers by nature, how we are wired, and we want to go for the big things. We want to, if you're a pastor, you can solve other people's problem from them, and your marriage will break. You are solving other people's problem. I know people who are counseling other people, and their marriage will break.
You know how humans can solve other problems, but their own problems because of.
You see, so as men in Christmas, I mean, the intentionality, ability to bring family together, and ability to reassure people. The reassurance is what sometimes is lacking. Let people know that you are still in it. And ability to iron out differences. When you are wrong, don't be too man to say sorry. Gather people along. When you have met them for a season like Christmas, be open to your spouse. This 1 year, have I done well? Anything that has gone wrong, first quarter, what were some of the things you noted that you think we can work on? I mean, these basic questions really help. Sometimes it will come in a form of criticism if it's not packaged well, but we need to have a way of having constructive conversations. Because if you don't open up, if I'm assuming for you and you're assuming for me, chances are that we are not in the same wavelength, because you can't know what I'm processing in my mind until I tell you, Pastor, Reverend, this is how I'm processing it. This is what's going on in my mind. You will never know. All your assumptions might be wrong. So let's open up for Christmas. I mean, let the season be beautiful. I mean, families should hold hands, go to the mall, walk small.
Yeah.
Let children feel loved within the season,
Yes,
you know.
yes.
And when we grow, the essence of Christmas leaves us because we think we are grown. Now it's Christmas. We eat chicken every day. We do this every day. But please create that environment. Buy some small Christmas tree from Malcolm. That is not so expensive. Your children will jump around it. Maybe if I buy, they take it and even throw it away. But of course, anyway.
Thank you very much, Pastor Prince. Thank you very much. So, guys, it looks difficult, but we have to put in the effort. I mean, whatever must be good comes with work. So as men, let's put in the effort this Christmas. I mean, for the women, I know the emotional connection means a lot. So spend time, phoneless time. Say something you have never said before this Christmas. Try it. It doesn't hurt. I know you don't feel like saying I love you, but say it.
And the women, please, you be first to take the step. The men are always want to take the step. Please initiate things.
Yeah. Oh, that's what the men are saying. Let's initiate. Be initiators. Be initiators.
They can be 30 years and they have not initiated anything.
That's terrible. So initiate the kiss, initiate the hug, stare into each other's faces. I know it's difficult, but do something. Hug her, hug him. You know, spend time with the kids. As for kids, love is time. Kids. Time for them. The more you spend time with them, that means love for them. So let's be intentional. Let's do Christmas well. And I know for those who are not married, those who, I said, well, don't have family, don't, do things impulsively. In that you may be with somebody, and because it's Christmas and you want to connect, you say things you don't mean. Now Christmas is over. You are now in some relationship you didn't plan to. So be careful who you're spending time with. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.